Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video, and today I'm going to be discussing the exciting Star Wars news that we've been receiving over the past couple of days, and to say that I've barely been able to keep it in my pants would be a massive understatement. So as we all know, there was a whole bunch of Star Wars shows and films that were announced or officially announced at the Disney Investor Day. Some of them we were expecting and some of them we really weren't, but all of them look extremely exciting. But there was one in particular, and perhaps had the least amount of information given, that caught my eye, and that was indeed Star Wars Visions. And the interesting thing about these announcements is that they all had either a synopsis or a hint as to what we can expect from each of these titles, all except Star Wars Visions. All we've got from it is that it's going to be 10 episodes or short films, and the fact that it is going to be anime and it is going to be drawing on Japanese creators. This is all we know so far. That alone is extremely exciting. I've never really delved into anime all that much, but it's the kind of style that would fit really well in the Star Wars universe. But what can we expect from Star Wars Visions? It's a very good question, and one that I'm very glad you've asked, and I'm going to try and provide an answer like I know what I'm talking about, but obviously I don't. So take what I say with a pinch of salt. The obvious idea is that they're going to use these short films to plug some of the holes that are in the Star Wars timeline. For instance, and probably the big one, what happened to Luke Skywalker's lightsaber at the end of Empire Strikes Back, and how did Mars get it? They really didn't answer that question. I love the new films, yes, there it is, I said it, but yeah, that was one thing I would have liked to have found out. Or maybe they could show the training that Luke goes through, because obviously there is a big difference in his character between the end of Empire Strikes Back and the beginning of Return of the Jedi, so it'd be very interesting to see his progression. He's got a lot of zen. He stood there in front of a big green slug Jabba the Hutt, standing on a trapdoor to the Rancor, and C-3PO, he's whining a lot. Mate, his zen is next level. If that had been me, I would have wanted out of that situation a long time ago, but then he's Luke Skywalker and I'm a real person with flaws and contradictions, and this is getting a bit deep. And the other big thing that is on people's lips and minds is that of the Legends. Will this be something which is considered canon, or will Lucasfilm and Disney decide to go down the Legends route and maybe have this as an offspin, not part of the canon, but just something there to cater for Legends fans, because there are a lot of them out there. And that wouldn't be such a bad thing, because like I said in my previous video, not so subtle plug, there is a massive divide in the Star Wars fan base at the moment, and something like bringing Legends into the fold would be a really good move, I think. Or, and this is probably more likely, maybe they could use Visions as a way of bringing a lot of Legend stuff into canon. So introduce Darth Bane, Revan, Kyle Katarn, Mara Jade, a whole host of characters and stories from Legends that could really find their place in the Star Wars universe. The canon Star Wars universe, that is. But the thing that I would really like to see, and I know Marvel are already doing this, is have a What If series. I've been saying this for years now, but the Star Wars universe is so well suited to a What If kind of series, and animation, particularly anime, would be brilliant for this. I've been always wanting to see what would happen if you pit Kylo Ren versus Darth Vader, or if Han Solo was the one that was force sensitive, and maybe C-3PO had something of a backbone. I love him really, I'm not having a dig. I'm thinking of the what ifs, but like I said, there is so much potential here for different stories and different situations, and it could even keep it going beyond this initial series of films. And that's always one of the fun things of taking something that is so rich and beloved and just putting your own spin on it, or just exploring different ideas that wouldn't be considered canon, but it's just a speculative look into how different the Star Wars universe could be. Or maybe they'll use it as a way of continuing the timeline after episode 9, because that at the moment is completely unexplored, but I imagine that's something that they're probably going to look into more in the future. More in the future, because it's set in the future and they'll be looking at it in the future. Oh, I'm not as clever as I think I am. But anyway, that'll about do it for today. Just a quick little discussion about Star Wars Visions and the potential of it and where we could see it go. It's a very exciting time for Star Wars with all these announcements, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how things progress. But I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on the matter, so let me know in the comments below. What would you like to see with Star Wars Visions, and what are you expecting or maybe not expecting to see? It'll be a very interesting discussion. But anyway, that'll about do it. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!